First question. Critically discuss the socio-economic status of particularly vulnerable tribal groups. So critically discuss. So mainly PVTGs, particularly vulnerable tribal groups, and impact of government policies on their well-beings. So discuss impact and discuss socio-economic status there. So answer, particularly vulnerable tribal groups are more vulnerable among the tribal groups due to this factor. More developed and assertive tribal groups take a major chunk of the tribal development funds, because of which PVTGs need more funds directed for the development. So PVTG are more vulnerable among the tribal groups due to this factor. More developed and assertive tribal groups take a major chunk of the tribal development funds, because of which PVTG need more funds directed for their development. In 1975, the government of India initiated initiated to identify the most vulnerable tribal groups as a separate category called PVTG. In 1975, Government of India initiated to identify the most vulnerable tribal groups as a separate category called PVTG. Status. The health status of PVTG is an awful condition because of multiple factors like poverty, literacy, lack of safe drinking water. So awful condition because of multiple factors like poverty. They are all are belongs to below poverty line, lack and illiteracy, and lack of safe drinking water, and sanitation condition is bad. Okay, difficult training and malnutrition, poor maternal and child health service, and unavailability of health and nutritional service, superstition and deforestation, the disease like anemia, upper respiratory problem, malaria, and and malaria and others problem. Okay, I also discussed child health care service, poor mental health care service. Okay, and unavailability of health and nutritional service, and superstition, deforestation, the disease like anemia, upper respiratory problem, malaria, and gastrointestinal disorders like acute diarrhea and intestinal protozoa, and micronutrient deficiency and skin infection disease are common among PVTG. Second, the condition of education is also very poor, with an average literacy rate 10% to 44% in PVTG. So, due to shrinking forest, environmental changes, and new forest conservation policies, the non-timber forest produce collection is getting hampered. And so, due to shrinking forest and environmental changes and new forest conservation policies, and non-timber forest produce collection is getting hampered. And because of the lack of awareness among the value of NTFP, okay, produce and PVTG have been exploited by the middleman, and the cultural practice system of the cultural practice systems, self-government and livelihood practice PVTG have a lot of variations depending on the group and locality. These tribal groups are widely different culturally. Okay, so challenges that impact challenges that impact reach of government policies, exclusion of the tribal from many government programs, regional and state specific variation in character and characteristics of PVTG also complicates to the reach of and effectiveness. Okay, so expulsion of the tribals from many government programs, and regional and state specific variation in character of PVTG also complicates the reach and effectiveness. Major projects extend benefits only within their jurisdiction. For example, the the Langia Saura are recognized as a PVTG across Odisha, but the micro projects are established only in two blocks, and the benefits by micro projects are in these blocks only, while the rest of the Langia Saura are treated among the scheduled tribes. So here we can see important facts. So major projects extend benefits only within the jurisdiction. For example, the Lonje Saura are recognized as a PVTG across Odisha, but the major projects are established only in two blocks, and the benefits by micro projects are in these blocks only, while the rest of the Lonja Saura are treated among the scheduled tribes. There is huge variation, the number of PVTG ranging from a few individuals, as in case of the Great Andamanis, Ongi and Sentinels, and about a little more than 1,000 people, as in the case of Tuda and of Nilgiris. There is a huge variation in number of PVTG ranging from a few individuals, as in case of Great Andamanis, Ons, Ongi and Sentinels, and little more than 1,000 people, as in the case of Toda and of Nilgiris. So now we discuss all the things. Thank you.